Hey guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different video compared to my vlogs, but I did post a planner video back when I was setting up my planner for my summer or my spring semester, I think it was. And you guys seemed to like it, so I thought since I have a new planner now that starts in July, I would show you guys how I kind of set it up for the year. Obviously, I can't really plan out too much right now with the pandemic and not exactly knowing what my schedule is gonna look like really past the end of the summer, but I thought I would just kind of show you guys an overview of my planner and how I set it up for the year, like I said. So this planner is the day designer that you can get from Target. I have tried to find it on Target's website multiple times, but for some reason it is not there. So I will link Day Designer's website down below so you can see a very similar version to the one that I get. Mine just has a soft cover instead of the hard cover. But I get the daily monthly academic planner. So it has a page for each day in addition to a page for every month, and it runs from July to June. So I thought that we would just flip through this so I could show you guys. The design that I got this year was just black and white stripes with gold accents, and then all of the inside accents are pink this year, which pink is my favorite color, so I'm very excited. There's just a page on the front for your information in case, you know, someone finds it or it gets lost or whatever. And then you have a reference calendar for 2020 through 2023. And then on the inside, it comes with a ruler. And I don't know if you guys can see. It's really hard to see because it's gold, but the top of it says today. So you can put it in the page and stick it into the coil so it sticks up over the top, and you can kind of bookmark your page if you want to keep it closed. Currently, since I am not leaving my apartment really at all, I don't really carry my planner around with me right now, so I just leave it open to the page on my desk. But there's also sticker sheets in here, which I'm also just gonna rip out for now because, like I said, I don't carry my planner around with me, so I don't need my sticker pages with me all the time since I plan mostly everything out at home at this point anyway. All right, we'll just leave that. I'll get that later. Then you have a little folder in the front, and it's a double-sided folder, and it's giant pockets, and that's usually where I will keep my extra stickers. And then it just gives you some like instructions on how they designed the planner to be used and so on and so forth. And then you can use these gold pages. I don't. I just go straight into the actual pages. So this is what the monthly layout looks like. It's kind of hard to see because it's so light on here, but they give you a monthly page for May and June, and then the planner actually starts in July. So the first tab for the months are July, and then that's when the daily pages start. So for each day of the week, you get a full page with a schedule that runs from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Today's top 3 for the most important 3 things on your to-do list, a extra long to-do list as well, a little box for tonight, a gratitude box, a little note section, and then there's a different quote on each day. So, and then let me find a weekend page. And so then for the weekend, both pages are on the same, or both days are on the same page. So you get a little to-do list for the weekend, a weekly gratitude box, another quote, and then a daily schedule from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. for both Saturday and Sunday, except these run every hour, whereas the daily pages run every half hour. You also get a little box for next week, and then a don't forget box. to be completely honest with you guys, I don't really use any of the boxes down at the bottom or even really the notes section. I really just stick to the schedule and the to-do list boxes, but it is nice if there is something I want to add and I don't really have a place for it. I like that there's plenty of space on each page, and I like that there is an individual page for each day. So that's kind of an overview of the planner itself. It's the same throughout the whole planner, but I just want to show you what is at the back of it. So after the last month, if I can get there. Okay, you have a bunch of plain blank, well, they're lined notes pages, but they're blank, so they don't have anything written on them. You have a whole pile of those in the back. And then you have a perpetual calendar, basically. So it lists all of the holidays, and then it shows you what date they are on for 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Obviously, certain things are on the same day every year, but there are definitely holidays that are not, so this is really helpful. And then that is the last page of the planner, and then you just have a back cover. Now, on my back cover, I keep a bunch of stickers. Personally, I already put these on to save myself the embarrassment of me trying to stick them on camera, but I just kind of add these throughout the year. These two are ones I pulled straight off my old planner and just stuck onto this one, and then this is a new one that I got with a recent Etsy order. So that is the general overview of the format of the planner. But now I want to kind of show you guys how I'm going to set up my planner for this year. If you want to see a more specific way of how I plan out my weeks, I will link my weekly planner setup video down below for you guys and up in a card if you're watching on a computer, so you guys can see that in way more detail than what I'm going to show you. But let's just jump into how I set this up. Okay, so I want to just show you guys an example of how I plan out my monthly pages, since like I said, I have a very detailed example of how I plan out my weekly and daily pages, really. So I'm not going to go over that again in here. But since this is the first month of the new planner, I want to pick out my colors for things for this year. I use the Papermate Inkjoy gel pens. I have a whole pouch of them here. These are my favorite pens ever. I will link the pack of them that I got off of Amazon down below for you guys if you are curious. I just got like the rainbow pack because I like to color code everything that I do. So some of my colors that I used last year will stay the same for this year just to keep me on track. But I also want to add in a few new colors for things this year and stuff like that. So since pink is my favorite color, I always use pink to designate my like personal things, so like plans that I make with friends or things that I want to do like workout and stuff. That's what I consider personal things. So in this notes page, I'm just going to fill in the little checkbox and just write my name to indicate that this is going to represent my personal things that I do this year. So that color has been used. I always use red to indicate bills that I have because I want it to stand out in my planner, and red of course stands out. But I'm gonna put that one down at the bottom. Not that I'm going to fill this entire to-do list with colors, but since the red and the pink do kind of look similar when they're put right next to each other, I want to make sure there's plenty of space in between them. I usually use yellow to mark off people's birthdays in my planner, just because the yellow is typically way too light to even be seen in my planner, but I can see it enough that I would know that it indicated a birthday. And then this way the yellow pen still gets to be used. And so Now, since I am wanting to make YouTube more of a priority, I want to use a specific color to designate my YouTube stuff. So I am going to use this light blue one to designate YouTube stuff because I want to make a more conscious effort to put my videos in my planner and not just in my Google Calendar. And then I'm gonna do my Etsy stuff in orange because orange is the color of Etsy's logo, so I think that that will just fit really well. And I would rather have Etsy be its own color than for my other just like work related things. I think I'm gonna do this shade of green. Yeah, we'll do this shade of green. Clearly I didn't plan this part out ahead of time, but this will just designate any work stuff that I have. I'm gonna use brown only because I don't think I'll have many things to write with this. I'll use brown to just designate my general nursing school things. So anything that, like start dates for semesters, end dates for semesters, days my tuition bills are due, stuff like that, will just be in brown so it stands out a little more. And then I will rotate throughout these 7 colors for other things that I need, and well, probably 6 because I like to just keep black for plain general things to write in. But anyway, that was like the longest explanation of pens ever. So that's kind of how I lay out my months. I don't really bother using the to-do page for each month as an actual to-do page, just to be completely honest. Something else that I like to put in my planner are these holiday stickers. I used to use an Erin Condren planner and plan a lot more with stickers than I do now, so these are just leftover stickers, so I wanted to put these in my planner to use them up. I'm going to use this Happy 4th of July sticker and just stick it down on here. And then that's the only holiday in July, but I have a bunch of the other fall holidays on here for me to put in later. These are the leftover stickers that I have from last year's Date Designer, so I want to kind of use these ones up first. I've been using these little hexagon ones to mark off the days that I am doing my nanny job, just because it's a really easy way to mark it off. And since I have the same hours every single day, I don't really need to write my hours in because I know what they are basically. So I'm just going to stick these down on each of the days that I am working this month, and then we'll move into the next part. Okay, so I have all of my hexagons down for the days that I am working. I am off these 2 Fridays, so I'm going to stick a little day off script on those days. These are also from Rose Colored Days, which is the same shop that I got the holiday stickers from. Now those are all marked off. I'm also going to mark my paydays, which are looking like they are going to be on Fridays. And the reason why I like just to do the hexagons instead of writing out it every day is because I think this keeps it with a much cleaner, more minimalistic look. And I would rather not have my monthly pages look incredibly overwhelming if I can help it, at least. So payday is Friday for both my nanny job and my work study job anyway, so all of these Fridays will be paydays, which is great, and it gives me a nice overview to look at for the month. Anyway, part of the reason why I have off on July 17th is because I have a dentist appointment. So I'm just going to take one of these gold boxes and put it in there and just write dentist appointment. And that's really the only thing that I have actually planned for this month, except for my videos. So that's the only thing I'm actually gonna write something in today. But to mark off my videos, I'm gonna use these flags. These are from Clever Gal Crafts. They are the mini drizzle dot stickers. And I'm just going to put a little flag on every Monday and every Thursday because those are the days that I typically upload. So for the time being, I'm not going to write down any video names next to any of this, just in case I change my mind. I'm constantly changing my mind about what I want to upload. But like I said, I'm just going to show you just this 1 month for now because this is really the only month that I even have remotely planned out. Oh, you know what else I can add in? Every Tuesday, my friends and I watch One Tree Hill. So I have these 4 little gold asterisks. And I'm just going to put those on every Tuesday to mark our little watch party. And we'll handwrite all of my bills in with this red pen. So I'm going to stop the video here. Like I said, if you want to see how I plan out my weeks and my days, I will link that video down below for you guys. But make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from me. Leave me a comment down below with what kind of planner you use or how you plan, and if you plan similarly to me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!